My name is Muhammad Abdullah. I'm from Batir, as well a member of Batir municipality. We are in Batir, located 8 kilometers west of Bethlehem and 8 kilometers southwest of Jerusalem. Batir is a World Heritage Site since 2014. And Batir, as other cities and communities in Palestine, facing different problems and challenges such as water and wastewater. The situation in Palestine in general, since Oslo Agreement, there were something called a committee between the Palestinians and the Israelis, Water Committee. The Water Committee is designed with two sides, and the Israeli have the veto right. So, and they divided, but like the West Bank, to three areas: Area A, Area B, and Area C. Area A, where is the full control of Palestinian Authority, which is the center of the city. However, this only 2.3%, while Area B, it is surrounding the center, the city center, it's about 27%, which is under Palestinian administration, but the security with the Israeli control. And Area C, which is the major area of West Bank, which is 62%, it's under full Israeli control. And most of the Palestinian communities located in this area, where Palestinians are not allowed to dig wells, for example, or to establish projects without the permission of the Israeli side. So when the projects are in Area C, the Palestinian needs two permits from the Israelis, one from the Water Committee, and if the Water Committee say no from the Israeli side, so that the project will stop. But if there is yes, there is a second permit needed from the Israeli civil administration who is controlling Area C. Now, because of this, we have different projects we couldn't have or couldn't proceed, such as wastewater project. Like wherever you go here in Batir, you will see like the wastewater. Unfortunately, there is no wastewater network and wastewater treatment plant. We have cesspits. All the wastewater are going to the groundwater, which is affecting actually both communities. Also, we don't have permanent water, because if you look at the top of the houses, on each house you will find a water tank, because water in some communities, like in Hebron, coming each 23 days. In Batir, it's better the situation for water availability, but still we face the water cut. And this is because we have surface water and we have groundwater. Wherever I walk, I have groundwater. Under 90% of the groundwater in West Bank is under our field. However, it's flowing naturally to the Israeli side. But at the same time, we cannot dig wells or do anything that we plan strategically to provide the population with water. At the same time, if we want to make some projects, we need the permit, as I said, and I will give you an example. There are some wastewater treatment plants funded by, for example, KfW, with a huge amount of money to build the wastewater treatment plant, and which took about 13 years to get the approval and build that wastewater. Now, in Area C, where is the rural areas and the communities, we have a big problem. First, that wastewater running to the streets, and then to the groundwater, which means health problem and also polluting the groundwater. While in Batir is a World Heritage Site, it's a very nice area. There's terraces of thousands of years, humanity heritage. There is here also about 7 springs. I mean, these springs are natural from 2,500 years within the Roman era, developed and running until today. So, if we look at the water doesn't recognize any border, whether this is Palestinian or another Israeli, or the water just recognizing the nature. So there is a need to work actually on how to make the water clean and available for the humans, for human beings, for Palestinian beings. Water does not recognize border. Water needs cooperation. Water needs to serve the human being.